Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Oh, Namaste to all. Before entering into the proper study of Bhagavad Gita, to get many doubts cleared and to have a correct attitude towards the study of Bhagavad Gita, we are going through the Gita Dhyanam. And so far, we had seen 7 shlokas in that. In the first shloka, we took a pledge to follow Bhagavad Gita, who is showering the teachings of immortality. And in the second shloka, we saluted Bhagavan Vedavyasa, who lit the lamp of wisdom, in which Mahabharata is the oil. The third, we prostrated before Bhagavan Shri Krishna, who is the very personification of Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, and who drew Bhagavad Gita from the source, that is the Upanishads. In the fourth shloka, it was explained that Bhagavad Gita is the summary of all the Upanishads. And to learn Bhagavad Gita, the quality we must have is a pure mind, a pure intellect. And the next shloka, we again saluted Bhagavan Shri Krishna as an incarnation. An incarnation is to protect Dharma through distracting the demonic and saving the people, men of divine qualities. And the next shloka, the Mahabharata battle, was allegorically compared to a river which has been crossed by Pandavas only because they accepted Sri Krishna as the helmsman. And the last shloka we learned we prayed that let the Mahabharata shower immortality on us. May the Mahabharata be a tool to give us liberation from all bondages. Now we are going to the 8th shloka. Here again we are saluting Bhagavan Sri Krishna. How? See, Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Mukam vachalam karoti, or we can take it as vachalam mukam karoti. We can explain in both ways. The first and simple way is mukam karoti vachalam. Then pangum girim langhayate yat kripa tam paramananda madhavam aham vande. Tam paramananda madhavam aham vande. Vande, I salute. I salute, or I prostrate. Hum paramananda madhavam. Madhavam. I am prostrating Madhava, or I am saluting Madhava, who is of the nature of Paramananda. Param is absolute and Ananda is bliss. So I am prostrating, or I am saluting Madhava, who is of the nature of the ultimate or absolute bliss. So we are attributing different forms to Ishvara, even though he is formless. The ultimate reality is above all names and forms. Ashabdam asparsham. There is no name, there is no form. That is the ultimate reality. But for worshipping and for the sake of conceptualizing, we are attributing different names and forms to Ishvara. There are thousands of names and millions of forms. All the forms we are seeing are the forms of Ishvara. Because this phenomenal plane we are experiencing is nothing but the form of Ishvara. But in reality, what is the form of Ishvara? It is said Paramananda Madhavam. It is the absolute bliss. That is the real form or real nature of Ishvara. Paramananda Madhavam. So I am prostrating Madhava, who is of the form of the nature of absolute bliss. Then who is Madhava? Dhava means protector or bharta. That is dhava. In common language, it is husband. Dhava is husband. Ma is Lakshmi, the Adhisthana Devata, the deity of all prosperity and wealth. Lakshmi is Ma. So Madhava is the husband of Lakshmi, or in whom Lakshmi is residing. He is Madhava. That is the immediate meaning. But when we think more, Ma is Maya and Dhava is under whose control Maya is residing. That is Paramatma. There is a Shruti, there is a mantra which says, Mayam tu prakritim vidyat mayinam tu maheshwaram. Such a mantra is there in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad. So Maya is Prakriti or Maya, and Madhava is one who is controlling or under whose possession Maya is. So Paramatma. So in both ways we can take, either as to mean Mahavishnu, who is the husband of Lakshmi, or Paramatma. So that Madhava, who is of the nature of absolute or ultimate bliss, I am saluting. Paramananda Madhavam Vande. Then it is said, Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Paramananda Madhavam. Whose kripa? Kripa is compassion. Whose compassion or grace makes mukam vachalam karoti. That means muka is a dumb person who cannot talk, and vachala is one of eloquence, an eloquent person who knows all the inner strength and meanings of a word, speech. He is a vachala. Who knows everything about vak is vachala. Who can speak very well, eloquently. So it is said the grace of Bhagavan makes a dumb and eloquent one. So whose grace makes a dumb and eloquent person? Pangum langhayate girim. Pangu is one who cannot walk. Who cannot walk. A crippled person. One who is crippled. Who cannot walk. So the grace of Bhagavan makes a Pangu langhayate girim. It makes him cross the mountain. Climbing a mountain is not an easy affair. And what about to speak about a man who cannot walk even? It's a crippled one. He cannot think about climbing a mountain. But here it is that langhayate. He makes him cross the mountain. Crossing the mountain means climbing and descending, ascending and descending. Then only you can cross one mountain. It is not just climbing. Climbing is more easier. But descending, coming down is not that much easy. So, whose grace makes these two things happen? Which are the two things? One, mukam vachalam karoti, makes a dumb and eloquent, and a cripple cross the mountain. Through these comparisons, it is said, which help people to cross all hurdles in life, all difficult situations in life. If we have that much ardent faith and dedication, Bhagavan's grace will shower on us and we will be able to cross all difficulties in this life. That Paramananda Madhava, that Madhava who is of the form of ultimate bliss or absolute bliss, I am saluting. This is the meaning. Now we can go a little more deeper. Mukam karoti vachalam. This is the experience of so many people in the practical life. With a firm faith and unwavering devotion. Unwavering devotion. To speak, it is very easy. But when we come to the practical world, getting that unwavering devotion is not that much easy. But if we have firm faith and unwavering devotion, the grace of Bhagavan will automatically shower on us. It is always there. Not that through our practices and prayers, Bhagavan is showering his grace. No. The grace of Bhagavan is always there, everywhere. But experience that, to catch that, to get that, we must make ourselves fit for that. It is possible through devotion. It is possible through firm faith. And once we get that grace, a dumb will become an eloquent. There is another meaning. Vachalam mukam karoti. That is the grace of Bhagavan makes a vachala a mukha. Many may, those who are hearing this may think, what nonsense is this? Making a vachala a mukha. Is it a blessing or it is a curse? Because the greatness of human being is the power to talk, express ourselves. And the power to communicate with others is the greatest wealth we have. Then what is the meaning of vachalam mukam karoti? Yeah. See, when we start studying certain subjects, whatever it is, whether it is Vedanta, or it is Sankhya, or Yoga, or physics, or chemistry, or electronics, or computer science, whatever it is, in the beginning stage, we will consider ourselves as men of all knowledge. I know everything. Just to see, those who are in the beginning stage of studying music, they will post themselves as great musicians. I'm a great singer. While walking and indulging with others, they will sing something. More we can see those who are studying dance in the beginning stage. When you start studying dance, say in the 2 or 3 years in the beginning stage, while walking or while being with others, they will be doing like with hands or face like this. They will express themselves. And if you start studying Vedanta or different literatures or different languages or even science, physics or chemistry or whatever it is, in the beginning stage, you will consider yourself as all knowing and start teaching others. Oh, you know nothing. What you know about physics? I know. I can teach you 100 lessons like that. But when you are ripe, full with the knowledge, or we can say fulfilled, that's a beautiful word, fulfilled. Once that fulfillment is there, you won't talk much. If somebody has some doubt, of course, you will share your wisdom with them. But you will not talk like earlier. You will not pose yourself as a great man of knowledge. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in very simple language, he says, when you keep ghee on the oven to make it pure, it will shout and call everybody in the village, I am here, I am here. But when the water content in that fully get evaporated, there is no more sound. No sound at all. Nothing. Only a fragrance will spread around. No sound at all. In the same way, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gives another allegory. When you put so many vegetables in a pot and boil it to make curry, we are doing this every day. So we make different curries and we put different pieces of vegetables and it will boil like, it will come up. I am here, it will come up. But once it is well prepared, no movement at all. It will become calm as it is. So in the same way, when the grace of Bhagavan is there, we will become fulfilled. And this, the nature of boiling, the boiling nature, it will get lost. So a Vachala, who is a talkative fellow, always talkative, he will become like a dump with the grace of Bhagavan. So these are the two meanings. And the grace of Bhagavan makes one without the capacity to walk, a crippled one, cross the mountain. If that firm faith is there. Once I had seen a man going to Shabarimala. Personally, I saw that. By birth itself, he had no legs. Only up to the stomach part, the lower belly, nothing was there. Only two projections were there like legs. With the help of his hands, he was climbing the mountain. He will keep both his hands down and the whole body will come up and he will put the lower part of his body down. Again, the same thing. So, out of love and compassion, many people approached him and said, "Oh, brother, we will take you up. We will carry you up. Please. His answer was, no, Ayya will take me. In Tamil, Ayya will take me. It is more than studying hundreds of volumes about bhakti, devotion. Giving thousands of delivering lectures on bhakti. Chidananda Puri will deliver bhakti prabhashana. No meaning at all. But this simple sight, it shows the power of devotion. So in the same way, the grace of Bhagavan will help you cross all hurdles in life. There is no doubt. So that Bhagavan, who is of the form of or nature of ultimate or absolute bliss, I am saluting. Mokam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripa, whose kripa, grace, tamaham mande, I am saluting him. Paramananda Madhavam, who is of the nature of ultimate or absolute bliss. Now we are coming to the last shloka. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunvandi Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Gayandiyam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyandi Yam Yogino Yasyandam na vidusura suragana Devaya tasmai namaha. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunvandi Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Gayandiyam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyandiyam Yogino Yasyandam na vidusura suragana Devaya tasmai namaha. Tasmai Devaya namaha. Namaha, prostrations or salutations. It is not simply salutations, salutations with the fullest surrender and dedication, submission. That is namaha. Tasmai Devaya, Tasmai, unto that. Devaya, unto the Deva. That means to that Deva, I am offering my fullest surrender and salutations. We had seen the meaning of the Shabda Deva, who is of the nature of effulgence, who is giving light. One who is giving light is Deva, or one whose nature is that of effulgence, luminosity is Deva. So one who is lighting the whole world, the whole universe is Deva. So Tasmai Devaya Namaha. My prostrations and salutations with full submission and dedication is to that Deva whom we are prostrating. So it is said, Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvandi Divyaistavaihi. Yam, whom Brahma, who is the God of or deity of creation, Varuna, the deity of all water bodies, Indra, the head of all devatas. Rudra, the highest meaning is dispeller of darkness. But here we can take Rudra is a group of devatas in which there are 11 Rudras. Then Marutaha, again that is a group of devatas in which there are 49 devatas. Marut, the Gana. Aditya is a Gana in which 12 devatas are there. Rudra is a Gana in which 11 devatas are there. Marut is a set of devatas where there are 49 devatas. See, in the real sense, there is only one Ishvara. Ishvara is one without a second. There are no two Ishvaras. There cannot be two Ishvaras. Ishvara is one, absolute existence, absolute knowledge, absolute bliss. There cannot be two Ishvaras. Then there is no question of three Ishvaras. Ishvara is one without a second. But at the same time, how many phenomena are there? We can say innumerable. Innumerable. We are seeing sun, then moon, the fire, water flowing, wind blowing, and all these manifestations are coming and dissolving. So there are innumerable types of manifestations. If a bud of flower is blooming to a full-fledged flower, there is an inscrutable principle within that. If wind is blowing or fire is flaming, there is a law behind that. If water is flowing or running, there is a law behind that. We are considering such rules behind all these phenomena as different devatas. Then Agni will be a devata, Vayu will be a devata, Apaha are devatas. Like that, innumerable devatas are there. So we must understand this. Ishvara is one without a second, and devatas are innumerable. Crores and crores of devatas are there. Billions and millions and trillions of devatas are there. You cannot limit devatas. So here, Brahma is considered as the first devata. Brahma devanam pradhama sambhabhuva. There is a Shruti. In the Upanishad it is said, Brahma devanam pradhama sambhabhuva. Brahma is the first among devatas, because he is considered as the originator, one who is creating all these manifestations. So he is the first devata. Then Varuna. Because all the creations, the main aspect is that of water. And what we are experiencing in and around this world, more than 75% water bodies are there. And the manifestation of all these beings happen from water. And therefore, after Brahma, the devata of water, Varuna, is mentioned here. Then Indra. Indra is the king of all devatas. All devatas. Then Rudra. Rudra is a Gana. Among them, The most prominent one is Shankara. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. So says Bhagavan in the 10th chapter. Then Maruta. It is said there are different layers of air above this earth, that is just surrounding the earth. There is the atmosphere, that is Avaha. Then above that, the field of clouds are there. That is on the upper part of atmosphere. That is Pravaha. Then Samvaha is there. Vivaha is there. Parivaha is there. Paravaha is there. Udvaha is there. Different layers of air are identified. And in each layer, like Avaha, Pravaha, Vivaha, Samvaha, Udvaha, Paravaha, Parivaha, all these layers, there are 7 different devatas. So in total, 7 into 7, 49. These devatas are called Marut. The most prominent among Marut is Marichihi. So Marichihi is making us live here. With his blessings, we are staying here. Now, all these Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Marut, all these devatas are Stunvandi Divyaihi Stavaihi. Divyaihi Stavaihi. With the help of divine hymns, they are praising the greatness of Bhagavan. So, whose greatness they are singing? Just think. All these devatas are singing. Whose? They are praising. Singing in praise of Bhagavan. How they are singing? With the help of divine hymns. We have different hymns in the Vedas, and hymns written by many great kavis we have. But all these hymns are mundane. But here, devatas are singing with divine hymns, celestial hymns, celestial songs. With the help of such hymns, devatas are praising Bhagavan. Vedai Sangha Padakramopanishadaihi Gayandiyam Samagaha. Whom those who are reciting or chanting Vedas are praising. Dhyanavastida Tadgadena Manasa Pashyandiyam Yoginaha. And yogis are visualizing within in the state of dhyana. That Bhagavan I am saluting. This is the meaning of this sloka. We have to explain this once more, because this sloka is pregnant with that much inner meanings. And if you learn this sloka very well, we will get a clear picture about the Vedantic vision. So we will take this sloka in our next sitting, because we have to follow the time pattern. So this sloka we will learn in our next sitting. Namaste to all. So if you have any doubt or anything to ask, you please.
Namaste Swamiji. We have some questions from the previous time. Srija Krishnanji, her question is, I don't see myself as a person of pure intellect. How to move towards pure intellect, Sudhir Bhokta, while being a jiva with limited mind and intellect? How can I be receptive to the Bhagavad Gita?
See, our nature is of our intellect is pure, but we cannot say when the pure consciousness is revealed through the intellect, it is all clear. We cannot say that. Our consciousness is pure. There is not a tint of taint in that. So our consciousness is pure. But it is being expressed through intellect, mind, again, this body, mind, intellect complex. All these are limbs or parts of the body. Body means not the gross body, but the subtle body. And there are thousands and thousands of samskaras, different types of inscriptions of our own karma and vasana, that is tendency, which is made from the samskaras. So immediate effect of our karma is samskara, and from samskara, tendency or vasana will develop. So within this subtle body of ours, we have many thousands of samskaras and vasanas. And therefore, even though the consciousness is pure, it is manifesting as impure. Just like when we put a covering on a bulb, which is colorless, the light which is emerging from a bulb is colorless. It is brightness, just light, nothing else. But when we are putting a covering of yellow, the light which is spreading outside is yellow light. Now again, we are covering it with a blue one. Then the light is violet. Light is violet. The light within is colorless. It is pure. But when the coverings are there, it is manifested in different ways. In the same way, our consciousness is pure. There is no doubt at all. But when it is manifested through this body, mind, intellect complex, it is getting impure. It is having limitations and all. So there is nothing wrong. It is the nature of human beings. So don't say that my mind is impure and my intellect is not that much sharp, so I cannot learn our shastras. Don't say that. Through constant practice, contemplation, studying, swadhyaya, proper thinking, developing a correct attitude towards life, and above all, doing japa in daily life, we can make our own intellect more and more sharper and our own mind more and more pure. There is no doubt at all. But persistent and constant practice is required. Washing a cloth or cleaning a vessel. When we are cleaning vessels, we are removing the dirt. And when the dirt is removed, it is again pure as before. So nothing is covering our consciousness. It is pure always. But many layers or curtains, they are there, and through constant practice, consistent practice, we must have consistency. So do swadhyaya, do japa, slowly develop a correct attitude towards life. That is the essence of all sadhanas. Developing a correct attitude towards life is the real sadhana. Real sadhana is not sitting somewhere and doing something. No. It is developing this correct attitude towards life. We can. It is possible. It is possible. So, there is no impurity in the consciousness. Of course, in the intellectual level, in the mental level, so many impurities are there, and we can remove. That is why all Shastras are prescribing different Shastras, different sadhanas. All Gurus are prescribing different sadhanas just to remove the impurity, not to make the consciousness pure. It is always pure. It is always pure. So through persistent and consistent sadhana, we can make or manifest our own inner purity. There is no doubt at all. Namaste. So we can start learning Gita, and studying Gita itself is a sadhana. That we will realize. Studying Gita is itself a sadhana, which will make our mind more and more pure and intellect more and more sharper. There is no doubt. Namaste.
Rajgopalji, please go ahead.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste. Namaste.
I have a doubt in chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga. I was just reviewing it recently. And Bhagavan says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachami Annam Chaturvidham. Bhagavan says like that. Why only prana and apana? Why the other pranas are missed out?
See, this topic we will come in detail, but it's a long way to 15th chapter. How many months and how many years it will take, I don't know. I don't know. It's a long way. However, it is very good that you asked now. So, Bhagavan is manifesting in different ways. All that we experience, all that we are seeing here are the forms of Bhagavan. There is nothing in this manifestation which we can call this is not Bhagavan. No. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Everything that we are experiencing is the form of Bhagavan. So here Bhagavan is saying, Aham Vaishwanaraha bhutva praninam deham ashritaha. I am becoming myself as Vaishwanara, the fire in the stomach. The fire in the stomach is Vaishwanara. There are different meanings for Vaishwanara, but here it is the meaning. There are different meanings. In Vaishwanara is the one meaning of Vaishwanara is Jiva. Jiva is one meaning, but here it is not the meaning. Here it is the fire in the stomach. Aham Vaishwanaraha bhutva praninam deham ashrita. In the body of all pranis, prani is being, creatures. One who is having prana is prani. One who is having prana is prani. So in the body of pranis, creatures or beings, I am residing as Vaishwanara. And what I am doing? Pranapana samayuktaha pachamyannam chadurvidham. Pachami. Pachami is digesting. I am making digest. Whatever anna is put inside, we are putting different types of annas, which we drink, like water and all. That is one form of anna. Anna, that is peya. Then there is lehya or choshya, like juice, or which we cannot drink, neither need to be eaten. Jam, like that. Then there is another form of anna, which we chew, like rice and all. Then the fourth is, which we have to bite with the help of teeth, chips and all. So many things. I'm not going to explain all these things. So different types of anna, I am digesting them all in the form of Vaishwanara. Now the question is, in this shloka, Bhagavan is mentioning only pranapana samayuktaha, prana and apana. Why Bhagavan is not mentioning other pranas? See, prana is one. There is only one prana. The same prana is being manifested in 5 forms. Prana, apana, samana, udana and vyana. Prana, apana, samana, udana and vyana. All these 5 forms of prana are one prana. The one prana is manifesting in 5 ways. Now, the Vaishwanara Agni, the fire of Vaishwanara is in the stomach. And there is the samana, which is making that Vaishwanara burn. There is samana. But for the samana to work, prana must be above and apana must be below. Because of the collected activity of prana and apana, one is pushing downward, the other is pulling downward. 2 types of activity are there. One pushing and the other is pulling. Because prana is pushing down and apana is pulling down, the samana is burning here. And only because samana is burning, the fire which is Vaishwanara is having the flame to digest those particles which are offered. So this is a collective activity of prana, samana and apana. Always Vaishwanara and samana are together. Vaishwanara Agni and samana Vayu are together. But for the samana to function, prana must push the materials down and apana must pull the digested parts down. When these 2 activities are there, Vaishwanara will function. Just imagine, prana is not pushing down. What will happen to the food? It won't go down. It will stuck in the throat and we will die. If apana is not pulling down, what will happen? There is no space for the anna to go, Vaishwanara to burn. And therefore, even though the direct prana connected with digestion is samana, Bhagavan is mentioning prana and apana because it gives a vision how to eat, how to live. We must maintain this prana and apana in healthy form. It's our duty. Then only Bhagavan will make this process of digestion inside. That is why Bhagavan is mentioning the name of prana and apana. Of course, there is no need for mentioning udana and vyana here. Vyana is everywhere, and udana is not responsible for the process of digestion. So that is the answer. Namaste.
Okay, Swamiji, I think we are almost over time.
Yeah.
Okay. I just
Namaste. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namaste. Namaste.
I just want to let everybody know that Swamiji is going to be in the US and Canada starting September first week. And there are 2 retreats, one in the Bay Area and the other one in Seattle. I'm going to post both the details here in the chat. So if anybody is interested, please feel free to copy and paste this from the chat. Just pasting it right now.